Hello there. Thanks for joining. This is our Snatch intermediate class. To give you an idea of what the Snatch is, we're swinging from the bottom to the overhead position. Full swing down, all the way back up, with no break in between. For today, you will need a medium-sized dumbbell, something that you can comfortably hold overhead, and then I'll be using a 10-kilo kettlebell, which is considered a really light bell. These classes have no music so that you can play your own tunes and turn them up as loud as you want to. Let's start with 3 breaths at the top of the mat. Feet are together or hip distance apart. Make sure your tools are out of your way. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, a longer and slower breath, centering yourself, and exhale through heart center. Inhale, arms reach, grab wrist, tilt to the left, and tilt to the right, side stretch. Exhale, hands through heart center, and swan dive forward. Vinyasa. Inhale to a halfway lift. Hands on your shins, find a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, hands overhead, eyes follow fingers, mini back bend at the top, and exhale through heart center. Inhale, full reach, mini back bend. Exhale, swan dive forward. Ragdoll, round the spine. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive, inhale up, mini back bend at the top, and exhale through heart center. Again, just like that. Inhale, full breath, mini back bend. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, straight legs, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Step both feet back into high plank. Hands under shoulders. Modify knees down. Find low plank and hover off the floor. Lower belly all the way down, baby cobra. Belly tight. Inhale, head and chest lift. Press the tops of the feet down. Exhale to lower and release. Press back through to downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Press opposite heel in, rock your hips side to side, feel the calf stretch, and move your chest closer to your thighs. Bend your knees a lot, maybe straighten. Walk your feet forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to standing. Hands reach overhead, mini back bend, and exhale through heart center. Inhale, full breath, arms reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank position. Modify on the knees if you need to. Low plank. Upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, 3 breaths here. Walk your feet forward in between your hands. On your inhale, reverse swan dive up to a mini back bend, hands reach up to the ceiling at the top. Exhale through heart center and reset. Inhale, full breath, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Low push-up, elbows hug. Upward dog, shoulders roll back, chest open. Downward dog. Pedal it out, 3 breaths. Ankle tap. Touch your right hand to your left ankle. Switch, left hand to right ankle. Passing through plank position in between each. Do this 6 times. You're getting used to having weight in one hand overhead. Try to keep legs straight. Micro push-up. Find your plank position, lower your knees to the mat, bend your elbows, teeny tiny push-up, 1 inch up and 1 inch down. Small pulses with elbows hugging the ribs. Do 10. Locust. Lower all the way down to the mat. Extend your arms by your sides and press your palms down. Inhale, head, chest, thighs lift with legs straight. And exhale, lower. Belly tight to prepare. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, legs active, thighs lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Do 2 more on your own. Oblique crunch. Roll over to your right side. Extend your bottom arm away from you at a 90-degree angle from your torso. Bring your legs forward 30 degrees. Exhale, crunch up, touch top elbow to knee. Can you do 5 more, both legs lift? Heels touch. Eyes follow elbow. 90-90 crunch. Lay on your back. Bend your knees, bring your feet to the floor. Hands by your ears, elbows point forward. Exhale, elbow touch knee, and release. Exhale to crunch, and inhale to release. Head and toes come all the way down in between. Do 6 more on your own. Oblique crunch on the other side. Roll over onto your opposite side. 10 in total. Crunch elbow to top knee, or option for both legs to lift. Eyes follow elbow. Press down in the bottom forearm to assist you to come up. 5 more. Groin stretch. Come all the way forward into a tabletop position. Find your plank position and walk your feet outside your hands. Sit low in a squat and pry your thighs open with your forearm. Maybe rock side to side, right and left. Stand all the way up, kick your butt kickers. Elevating the heart rate, getting you ready to handle some weight. Heels are light, landing on the balls of your feet. Shake out your upper body, heels tap your bum. Swing float. Utilizing our light kettlebell. 2-handed swing. If you've never done swing, I recommend the swing series. Hinge at the hips with a flat back, knees bent. Stand tall, straight legs, bell at chest height, right hovering in front of the face. If you reach your arms too far forward and your lats are not engaged, then the bell's too far away. If you engage the lats, pull your shoulders back, then the bell is much closer to you. We don't want it to be far away, we want it to be really close for the float. I recommend the Swing Advanced class for more information on this drill. In position and swing. Each time you stand, you straighten your legs. The bell floats at chest height and all the way up to the head height. Your handlebar is parallel to the floor. The float happens because you're traveling vertically upward rather than forward. This is because your lats are engaged and your shoulders are back. Do 2 more. When you're done, release the bell to the mat. Swing, float, one arm, we'll do 2 sets. Now the handlebar will be north and south, or perpendicular to the floor. Grab the bell with your right hand, swing, chest height, float it to head height, tender grip at the top. You should feel like you'll relax the fingers and they'll separate from the handlebar before gravity pulls the bell back down. Your lat is engaged, your belly is tight, and you aim for a broad and open chest the whole time. Bells down. Switch sides. Grab the bell with your left hand. Do 10 swings on the left side. Handlebar is north and south. It floats to head height with a light grip, tender fingers that can pull away. Lats engage, so your chest is broad and open even as you bow. Belly tight the whole time. Bend your knees to hinge. Bells down. Second set on the right side. Handlebar up and down, floating at head height. In position, swing. Do 10. Bells down. Switch sides, left hand, handlebar north and south, hovering at head height. Finish up your 10 and then join us for jump jack. Using the length of the mat, elbows wide, feet apart. Light step, steady exhale out the mouth. Modified with bent elbows, or option for full jump jack with arms wide, touching overhead. Overhead hold, 3 sets, 30 seconds each. Move the kettlebell off the front of the mat and grab your medium-sized dumbbell. From the rack position, press overhead. Bicep in line with your ear, weight stacks over the shoulder. Hold here, feet grip the floor. We've got 30 seconds. Belly tight and tailbone down. Building strength and stability in the overhead position is very important for the snatch. This is the only place where you get a break. Can you take a step forward and take a step back? Adding movement increases the instability from overhead. This forces smaller muscles in your shoulder to fire, so you build more strength and stability over time. Lower, switch sides, press, and hold, 30 seconds overhead. Halfway there, walk forward and walk back. Lower, switch sides, overhead press, and hold. The walk is optional. You could always just stand still, but if you feel confident, start the walk right away. Halfway there, start to walk forward and walk back. Switch sides. 30 seconds overhead hold. Halfway there, start to walk forward back. Switch sides, overhead, and hold. Switch sides. Last set. Press overhead, hold. High knees. Release. Lower the bell off the front of the mat. Knees to chest, articulate the ankles, so point the toes at the top, and pump the arms. Fast pace. Spike. Shake it out. Get some water if you need it. We'll be using our light kettlebell. Spike is the insertion for the snatch. Here you can see that the bell rests on the forearm. We roll the bell side to side, east and west. From the front angle, the handlebar is north and south. The bell rolls to the side at head height. The goal is to get the handlebar to go laterally, east and west, so that it rolls into the rack position, extended from your body. This happens at head height when the bell is weightless. There are two parts to this. Your second part is the punch. Shoulder is going to disengage and push forward and back. From the hinge, stand tall, you push the bell forward and pull it back in. Hinge, push the bell forward, disengage the lat, then engage it and pull it back in. This happens while the bell is weightless at head height. Okay, we're going to put the two together. Handlebar is north and south. Hinge at the hips, swing, punch the bell, the heel of the hand presses forward, the bell rotates laterally, rests on the forearm, and comes back for the bottom of the swing. This all happens while the bell is weightless at head height. More this side and then switch. Do 5 more. Handlebar north and south. Once it's weightless, press heel of the hand forward and pull back. Switch sides. 8 on this side. Punching by pressing the heel of the hand forward and pulling back to catch in the fingers. Belly is braced as you hinge. This is a dynamic movement, so remember to brace your core, keep a flat back. Switch, 8 this side. Handlebar north and south, swing high to hover, push the heel of the hand forward, bell rests on forearm, and releases back for the swing. Switch, 8 on this side. Switch, last set, 8. Bells down, hop twist. Twist your feet, twist your hips, knees turn side to side, light hop, stay on the balls of the feet. This is shaking out your lower back, relieving any tension from doing so many swings. Half snatch up. Shake it out, get some water if you need it, and grab your medium-sized dumbbell. We'll start from the floor together. Bend your knees, find your hinge. From the floor, belly tight, straight to the overhead position. Exhale into rack, back down to the floor. That's half of a snatch. From the floor, straight to the overhead. Exhale to rack, and back down to the floor. I'll show you from the opposite angle. From the ground, straight overhead, exhale to rack, back down to the ground. Exhale up, exhale down, and put the bell forward. So your half snatch is from the bottommost position to the overhead, half snatch up. We'll start in rack. We'll quarter swing, hinge at the hips. We'll spike at the top, push the arm through, and carry it to the overhead position. From rack position, you'll swing again, spike where it's weightless, carry it to the overhead position. Exhale to rack in between. Hinge at the hips, spike, and carry it overhead. Exhale to rack. Using your kettlebell, we'll start in position. Rack at first. Hinge at the hips, swing through the legs, spike, and carry it overhead. Exhale to rack and repeat. The momentum of your spike carries all the way overhead. Your tricep has to do very little to get it up there. If you're feeling like it's a struggle, then hinge deeper in the swing. From the front, we'll switch sides. Do 5 on this side. Hinge, spike, and overhead. Exhale to rack. Handlebars north and south the whole time. The bell rotates east-west onto the forearm and carries all the way overhead. Switch sides. Do 5 on your other side. Exhale at the bottom of the swing, exhale overhead, exhale at rack. Exhale at the bottom of the swing, exhale overhead, exhale into rack. Switch sides. Do 5 on this side. This is your last set of half snatch. Can you finish it? Nice job. Windshield wipe your knees. Move the kettlebell off the front end of the mat. Take a moment to catch your breath and come down onto the ground. Hands behind your back, feet hip distance apart, rock your knees side to side. This is a very quick recovery. I recommend the snatch stretch class after all of our snatch education classes. Reverse tabletop. Knees are center, fingertips point forward, exhale, hips lift, and inhale, lower. Counter the shoulder rotation, stretch open the chest, and hip flexors. Knee circles. Lay all the way down with your knees touching. Place your hands on the top of the kneecaps and make small circles in one direction and small circles in the other direction, massaging your lowest back. Spine twist. Drop both knees over to one side and eyes look away. Both shoulders stay grounded on the floor. Again, if you're looking for a longer, more thorough recovery for the snatch, I recommend the snatch stretch class. Drop your knees to the opposite side, eyes look away, both shoulders down. On your inhale, come on up, grab your knees, rock forward and back on a rounded spine, and come up to a seated position. Remember to recover with plenty of water, take the stretch class, and if you're looking to learn more about snatch, try the Snatch Advanced class. Thanks for joining. Like and subscribe.